Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. And I'm here with Pretty Deadly Jesse.
Yeah.
And I'm Andrew Combat Jones. Yeah. What's going on, Jesse? How you doing?
Same old, another beautiful day.
Yes, sir. And we're here with the RRW weekly review for AEW. And we're also here for those because we're about to walk through that Forbidden Door. We're here with the Forbidden Door predictions too, people.
Yep.
And hi, guys. Hey, guys. Hi. We're here with the Learning Tree too, guys.
Hi,
guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching.
Oh, wash your hands right. You're
Yeah.
supposed to sing happy birthday 2 whole times while you lather your hands before rinsing.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You know, the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho said, if you're watching the Ringside Renaissance Podcast, you better like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Fuck that motherfucker. Yeah.
Nice plug.
Thank you. Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about, I guess. A big week of AEW just passed. And this weekend, as I said, is the Forbidden Door.
What a great build.
Yeah, what a great build, which is supposed to open on Sunday, but has clearly been left open, and the draft has come through. Yeah.
New Japan is paying for the AC.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. They're getting their free promotion out of it all.
Yeah. And it's, like you said, like so many wrestlers have been cross promotion and stuff. I think, like, for me personally, Forbidden Door's lost its luster, and it's kind of, it was cool the first time they did it because it was like, oh my God, they're actually cross promoting. But now, like, it happens so much. And we have AEW guys and women going to other promotions as well and appearing and holding titles from other promotions as well. So,
right.
Is it forbidden anymore, or is it just the door?
I think the door has just been left open.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the door's there anymore.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they should call it Open Door now.
The open door. Yeah, that's how.
The open door policy. Yeah. Because it's been open, right? And they're on the show, they're off the show, so it's like, yeah, there is no Forbidden Door anymore.
Yeah, I feel like this Forbidden Door thing kind of got kicked in, as it were, when, like, during COVID and everything, when Tony was trying to have a whole bunch of promotions come in and, do their thing and trying to get more work for independent wrestlers. And there's a wrestling match going on outside my door right now. And the Forbidden Door, I think, has been open way back since COVID times. And they had, a bunch of promotions coming in and Tony trying to give other promotions and other wrestlers work. And
right.
It was a cool concept at the beginning, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised,
Yeah, I hope so. And of course, it's live in the most magical place on earth. MJF calls Long Island. Yes.
And what a great match for the hometown hero. Oh, we'll get into that later. But
yeah.
Hey, if there's people online in the IWC that are saying that this Hetchisero
Honey Nut Cheerios
guy is like a really great in-ring worker and stuff. So, we might be pleasantly surprised. I've been wrong before, so hopefully
he's
I'm
got
wrong
quite
again.
the get-up, I'll say that.
Yeah. He looks like the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
He looks like the Gimp mixed with the Zodiac Killer. Mixed with the Bondage Undertaker.
The Zodiac Gimp. all of this at the end of the day, like I understand the cross promotion thing, but like other than a few matches coming up at Forbidden Door, what in the grand scheme of things, what does it do to push the narrative of AEW storylines going forward? Like that's what I don't understand.
Unbelievable.
We'll push the storylines going forward as we dive into AEW Dynamite from this past Wednesday.
Yeah. Dynamite.
And this was June 26th episode of AEW Dynamite.
Yep.
And the episode started out quick. We didn't even get an opening video package or music or entrance or anything. The show started out hot. We opened up going right from the Big Bang Theory into MJF entering with his music and coming out to the ring to cut a promo.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he was coming out to the ring to cut a promo for.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was coming from it either. I assumed it would be Hetchisero, Hasario,
De Lothario.
Honey Nut Cheerios. Yeah. I assumed it would be for that. Even how it started and he came out, it's like they started filming it late.
Yeah.
He was already on the entrance ramp and his the beat had already dropped. Like,
yeah. Yeah, it was almost like TBS they were more concerned about making sure the end of the Big Bang Theory episode got played instead of like the beginning of Dynamite. Like, you see where their allegiances lie. You know?
Yeah, it ended on a big cliffhanger. Bazinga. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so MJF came out to the ring and started talking about Buffalo, and shortly after we get the hometown hero, the man of the hour, the person that get it. Oh shit, dude, you do that better than the Mark Wen dance. So get Daniel Garcia coming out to the ring to interrupt, and he's a hometown hero. We're in Buffalo, New York, and seemed like a pretty decent crowd, I guess. And I couldn't make it to the show. And
yeah.
Daniel Garcia comes out to the ring, and they kind of just do this back and forth banter. And I feel like this is the MJF, like the brochacho MJF. This isn't the scumbag MJF.
Yeah, at first it looked like Daniel. I couldn't tell if Daniel Garcia was going to come out and talk shit to MJF or MJF was going to talk shit about Buffalo.
Yeah.
MJF was surprised and not happy that Daniel Garcia cut him off, which was pretty rude. Like, even if it's your hometown, you can't pick your own spot or you can't come out first.
Yeah.
The fuck, Tony? What the fuck's going on? But
they had to make sure all 45 people that they featured on the show were represented. So,
yeah,
MJF, who's one of the top stars of the company, and Daniel Garcia, who Tony Khan wants to be one of the top stars of the company, they had to merge their little promos because we had to make sure everybody from New Japan and CMLL were represented in this event, So,
and DG Danny Garcia came out dripping in swag like he just went shopping at TJ Maxx.
He tried to show up MJF's leather game.
His clothes were all 3 times too big. Yeah.
It doesn't take much with him.
He brought it back to the late 90s and early 2000s.
MJF goes on, and Daniel Garcia's like, don't think about putting down me or my city. And MJF was like, well, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about praising you. And like, it turned into this whole fucking bromance shit, dude. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about doing that until you reminded me that one other time I took a Buffalo Bills jersey and I rubbed it on my ass. Like,
yeah,
I flossed my ass crack with a Buffalo Bills jersey, but maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, he said he was already, he's all done with that shit and he's all about the hate. And he's done with being brochachos, and this is what we get.
Yeah.
Unfucking believable. I was so confused. I've never seen a show I'm not surprised, but I've never seen one show pander so much to a fucking audience.
Yeah. Yeah. And Daniel Garcia comes out and cuts a fiery promo and everything else. And I think if it was just him coming out and cutting the promo to the crowd, like, okay, that's understandable. I can kind of see, okay. But the fact that it's like at the expense of MJF.
Yeah.
Like MJF came back at Double or Nothing to a monster pop, and
Right.
ever since then it's kind of just been like, and every to each their own, but I'll keep it for me. For me, it's like, what are they doing with it? Like, so they go on and they talk about, you know, different stuff, and then MJF like does like these like cheap plugs to the TV that I think he thinks is funny, but it's weird because it's like pandering. Like,
It wasn't funny this time. Sometimes he throws it in and it's kind of smirky, you know, but this time it was just like it kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
And the thing is with it, like Daniel Garcia coming out and all that, like if that would have happened on a normal show and it wasn't in Buffalo, nobody would have gave a fuck. And there wouldn't have been that much of a pop. And it wasn't even like a crazy, crazy pop either.
Yeah. And he didn't do the dance either. I think he was embarrassed to do it in front of his mom, you know? Like,
like what
his mom was in the front row. So he goes on about how MJF told him backstage about how, like, he, you know, like a while back, and, you know, I'm not going to dissect the whole thing, but basically what we got out of this was MJF basically said that he wants to fight Daniel Garcia All In at Wembley, which I just fucking rolled my eyes, dude. I was like,
are you kidding me?
Like, out of all the competitors, out of all the wrestlers that Tony has signed, out of all like the cross promotion people that they bring in, they're gonna make MJF versus Daniel Garcia at Wembley.
Because he just had these 4 squash matches, so he's on top of the fucking world and top of AEW now. Like, your biggest guy just comes back and he's what the fuck? Like,
I'm just so confused. Let us know in the comments if we're missing something here, because I don't think we are. Like, if this was okay, just say Will Ospreay wasn't in the position that he was in, and he came into AEW and he just had 4 big wins, and then MJF and him came in and had like a spot in the ring, and MJF said, "Hey, I want you at Wembley. You're one of the top guys," or something. I'd be like, okay,
yeah,
he's proven it. Like, but Daniel Garcia, man, and nothing against the guy personally, but it's like,
no.
This feels like, and I'm going to go over to the Fed for a second, but this feels like Roman Reigns, like 2015 era, when like WWE just trying to shove him down our throats and everybody just rejected him. Like, that's what I feel like this is with Daniel Garcia. Why are you shoving this dude down our throats? Pause. But like, I don't know. I'm just confused.
It's all because of the hip thrusts.
And not only does MJF just come out to put him over, and then we get Will Ospreay come out in the ring, and then Daniel Garcia said, "Oh, thanks for saving my ass next week instead of last week," like he's like seeing into the future. But like, Ospreay comes out and says basically the same exact thing MJF said.
Totally ignores MJF too.
Yeah, and then says, "Win the title this Sunday. I'll give you a shot at the title."
He didn't even say he was winning it this Sunday. He just said, "Next week, I'm going to give you a shot at the fucking title." Like,
foreshadowing.
What the fuck? Like,
I'm
so Will Ospreay's a great wrestler. Like, we can't deny that, but he just continues to make me dislike him even more. Every week. I can't stand that shit, man. I can't stand the bruv. I can't stand the fucking accent. No disrespect to anybody else, but fucking...
shout out Adam.
Yeah, shout out Adam.
Hitting the turnbuckle.
Hitting the turnbuckle. We love you, but Will Ospreay... No. No. And just the way he like comes out and just disrespects MJF and doesn't pay him no mind. Come on.
He reminds me of Dennis the Menace. Like, he comes out in like sweatpants and a backwards hat and like his hair, like it just reminds me of Dennis the Menace. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a British fuckboy. Let us know what you think in the comments. Yeah. It was just so much pandering to the audience. Like, it's like they just threw out every storyline they had and were like, okay, we're just going to go for the lowest hanging fruit to get the best pop we possibly can here in Buffalo for TV.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
It was like throwing like 10 things all, and this was a theme for this episode for me. It was like just throwing 10 things all like in one segment together just to try to fit everything in.
Right.
You have 3 programs, right? They have Rampage, Collision, and Dynamite. Was it 5 or 6 hours on TV every week?
Yeah.
Like, spread some of this stuff out instead of having all squash matches on Rampage, and like spread some of this out so I can breathe a little bit. But then like maybe they're in fear that nobody watches the other shows, so they have to try to get it all in on this show. But
Yeah.
ratings are showing that less and less people are watching this show.
Yeah, and even more so with the other shows. But you think if you were to spread the storylines across all 3 shows, it would give people more incentive to watch those shows rather than to just know that they tune in to watch those Rampage and Collision just for good wrestling.
Yeah.
The storylines aren't continuous through those shows.
Right.
Barely.
Yeah. If they were to say like Will Ospreay confronts Swerve Strickland this Friday on Rampage, people would tune in to see that. They might tune out after it's done.
Yeah.
But they might tune in to see that. But instead, like I said, you have a bunch of squash matches of guys that you don't see ever featured ever except for on Rampage.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to me. And then when they release the match cards for Rampage, not only is it pre-taped and everything's released online of who wins, but I can look at it and 90% of the time tell you who's going to win anyway. And there's people online that are like, well, it's not about who wins, it's about the wrestling match.
Right.
Well, then there wouldn't be winners and losers. If it wasn't about winners and losers, that first of all, there wouldn't be winners and losers. And on top of that, then they wouldn't have had to have Daniel Garcia go on the squash streak if winning and losing didn't matter. Like winning and losing matters in fucking wrestling. I don't get it. So anyway,
yeah,
it continues to disrespect. He gives Daniel Garcia an opportunity at a title shot for a title he doesn't even have yet, and leaves the ring without acknowledging MJF. And
stupid.
We get Excalibur. He showed up, MJF.
Yeah. And MJF tells Daniel Garcia, he interrupts him. Don't even worry about it. We'll worry about that whole thing we talked about another time. This is a big opportunity for you. You need to focus on that. Then he just goes out of the ring. Like, you could tell MJF was pissed too. Like, I wonder how much of that is like, I wonder what's really going on behind the scenes. Like, I really wish I knew what was going on in their heads and how they feel about all this.
Yeah.
Because, Max, and in the past, when things were even way better, the ratings were better and everything with the company, he wasn't cool with some shit. And a lot of people weren't cool with some shit. And it built up and, we got what we got from that. So what's going to happen this time? Like, how can he be happy with how the booking's going so far, right?
Because his bank account's lined.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing.
And I'm not like assuming for MJF or whatever, but like, you can't tell me when he was renegotiating his contract and stuff, he sat down with Tony Khan and was like, okay, I want to fight Roosh, Honey Nut Cheerios, then Daniel Garcia. Those are my 3 return matches. That's what I want to get into. Right.
It's like Tony told him right before he came out and the show went on the air that, you're going to have Daniel Garcia at All In now.
Yeah.
So, go out there and do the best you can to build something up for it. Like, Daniel Garcia wasn't even in his mind, like, the whole time he was champion. Like, there was plenty more people that he was worried about, and they've just made it seem like the whole story revolved around them for the past fucking year that MJF was a champion. Stupid.
It wasn't organic either, because, like, MJF said, I gave you a shot at my title when I had the world title and you lost. But ever since then, you've been on a tear, just going through every single person in this roster. And it's like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
I didn't see that happen.
Just the last 4
Miro?
weeks. Yeah.
Where's Miro? Random thought. Anyway, so moving on, they all exit the ring, and then we have our first match of the night. It was LIJ. Forgive me if I'm gonna.
Yeah.
We have Shingo Takagi, Titan, and Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah, there you go.
Got that one.
There you go.
Against the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. And we had Bryan Danielson on commentary
The
during this.
BBC. Oh, I'm sorry. The BCC. Excuse me.
Close that search history in your phone.
Yes. Whoops. Yeah. The forbidden door has already been opened.
The back door.
The back door.
So I ain't got much with this match. I wasn't a fan of this match, and
Yep.
I don't know if during a match the commentators the whole time have to try to explain the backstory and the lineage of some of the competitors that are in the match while the match is going on.
Yeah.
They're not doing play-by-play. They're just like Excalibur was just trying to explain the significance and importance of these three wrestlers from another promotion and how they fit into all of this. And how does the Blackpool Combat Club fit into all of this?
And they're really putting Mox to work, because it wasn't but just a week or two ago he was in Japan, I believe.
Yeah.
On a big event there, and he got a concussion. Won the match, but had a concussion and standing up at the end. Didn't know where the fuck he was. Like, it's a shame.
Where are the concussion protocols here?
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of this match. It was just a lot of convoluted shit that was happening. You know, there's a few good little areas here and there that were okay. And
yeah, random shit. Like, New Japan Pro Wrestling isn't on TNT or TBS.
Yeah.
It's not on cable here in America, at least. So, like, how the fuck are you supposed to know who all these people are? Like,
oh, well, you're supposed to be subscribed to New Japan and watch the weekly shows, bro.
Well, maybe they should drop a link for where to fucking watch them during the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm an AEW fan. I'm not a fan of New Japan and CMLL. And if I watched enough of it, maybe I would be. But like at the moment, like I tune into AEW Dynamite to watch AEW.
Right. Because we're part of the revolution.
The Renaissance.
The revolution. Yeah. The revolution has slowed down quite a bit.
Quite a bit. But
yeah.
So the match ends when randomly in the middle of the match, John Moxley must still have a concussion because he just grabs a chair and goes in and fucking gets disqualified for using a chair just randomly in the fucking match. And so the prestigious group of LIJ, Shingo Takagi, Titan, and Hiromu Takahashi win against the Blackpool Combat Club. It's probably the first time Blackpool Combat Club's lost in how long?
Yeah.
Just a random disqualification. I just didn't understand the whatever behind it. So then we had
so ridiculous. Yeah.
The post match was a beat up, and then all of a sudden we get a video on the screen of Tetsuya Naito.
Yeah.
Who's going to be fighting John Moxley for the IWGP title on an AEW show this Sunday at Forbidden Door. And
another random fucking spot.
Yeah. And then he takes like 5 minutes to come down to the ring. And like the commentators are like, oh, that's him. It's on his time. It's like, dude, we have 2 fucking hours of fucking TV time here. Why are you allowing him to just do this? This is his gimmick.
Yeah.
Like,
he can't do it at Forbidden Door. Like,
yeah. Then John Moxley goes out and meets him on the ramp, and they give these like half-ass like forearm back and forth. Like, this is what we're looking forward to at the match.
I feel
what's going on?
Like half of these fucking Forbidden Door guys from New Japan are all like over the hill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like they were like big like 20 years ago at least.
Yeah. And all the ones that are still can really do it in the ring and still can perform. Tony just signed all of them to AEW.
Exactly.
So what the fuck's the Forbidden Door anymore? The Forbidden Back Door.
Yeah.
So then Bryan Danielson, who was on commentary, walks down to the ring and then just has this intense stare down with Shingo Takagi.
Yeah.
And they just lustfully look into each other's eyes.
Yeah, and his commentary sucked during the match too.
Like a lot of these guys are just going through the motions. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Just like we're going through the motions trying to talk about it.
yeah, like I really,
Yeah.
I really like want to like, man, oh man, I really want to find something I really like with these shows, man.
I want to fucking love AEW again.
Yeah,
Like, I want to love it so much like I did when it started, that you felt like you were part of the revolution and you felt like, fuck WWE, because it was so
Yeah.
fucking good. You know, like, you thought you were part of something. Now it's like I gotta force myself to watch through it half the time, if it's not like the few people that I want to see on the show.
and a lot of these like you hear the AEW faithful like putting down WWE and their talent and all their garbage. It's a soap opera. It's not wrestling. But then when AEW signs one of their wrestlers, like they fucking cream stain their underwear and they're like, oh my god, Ricochet is coming to AEW.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, you just put him down for 4 years. I don't. But I agree with you, dude. I when AEW first started, I was on board with that, and I had a friend of mine that we would watch all the pay-per-views and watch the weekly shows, and it was like, yeah, fuck WWE. Like, this is our wrestling promotion. We don't need WWE. And like, now it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, like thank God for WWE now. Oh my God, I'm gonna cream in my pants. Caleb Braxton might come to AEW. Like, that's what you're excited about?
Yeah, well, they got to find something to be excited about. I'm sure she's gonna have as big of a splash as Saraya and Mercedes Moné did. But
yeah.
So then we had an Owen Hart tournament match. We had Jay White against Ray Fenix, and Jay White came out with the Bang Bang Gang, and Ray Fenix came out with Alex Abrahantes and Penta.
Yeah.
And the crowd was more excited to see the Bang Bang Gang and Penta than they were to see this match, I think. They were so into the banter outside the ring.
Yeah, they kept going back and forth with the whole...
Yeah. Bang, bang. Yeah. It was just...
Guns up!
Yeah. It was kind of a funny...
Yeah.
I don't know. So... all parties got banned from ringside, which I don't understand. If this is something that can happen in pro wrestling, why don't everybody get banned from ringside every match so we have no outside interference?
Yeah, because it's not like they don't watch the replays.
You're right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's like, if outside interference is such a prominent thing, why not every match across all promotions, nobody's allowed at ringside? Then that would just eliminate all outside interference.
It's part of the storyline and the booking. So bad. Yeah.
So then we had Jay White and Ray Fenix one-on-one after everybody got banned from ringside. And for what it was, I thought this was an okay match. I'm not a big tournament guy. I'm not, whatever. But
yeah, it's for the Owen Hart Cup, but the cup is a belt that they don't wear.
Yeah.
And a cup, yeah. That they wear to protect their private parts.
Their private party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shots.
The winner gets a title shot. I don't know. So for what it was, man, I'm not gonna shit on this too much. For what it was okay. I like Ray Fenix. Jay White was pretty good in the ring. If you keep him off the mic and let him be Jay White and not this watered down version of him that they've had, like, I'm a fan of Jay White. So for what this was, I'm not gonna shit on this too much. I thought the match was okay. It's kind of interesting they gave Jay White a clean win over Ray Fenix with nobody, interfering or no shenanigans, just a clean win. And yeah, I'll say this match was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Jay White, he doesn't get shit on very much by AEW either.
No.
And he does get a lot of clean wins also. Like, he's good in the ring. And Ray Fenix as well. Like,
yeah, and they performed. I mean, Ray Fenix, you're gonna get a Ray Fenix match. He's gonna do the flippy stuff and everything else. I feel like he kind of mixes it up a little bit, so it's not the same thing every time. But generally, what his repertoire is and what he's gonna do. But
yeah, he'll take a super kick and then be back up in less than a second. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's for like I said, for what it was, like, there's some back and forth, no selling shit. Like, AEW is known for the no selling. And we want to watch good wrestling matches, but we don't want selling, which is an oxymoron. But whatever.
Yeah,
so Jay White wins. He advances in the tournament, and after the match, the Bang Bang Gang came out to celebrate with him, and we got a surprising confrontation by Christian Cage, Killswitch, Nick Wayne, and Nick Wayne's mom, the patriarchy,
Yeah.
who came out, and apparently they want a shot at them trio titles.
Oh, of course they do. I wonder how Nick Wayne's mom's T-shirt is selling on shopaew.com.
I wonder how any of the shirts on AEW.com are selling.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate to get off subject real quick, but I guess I'll do it now.
Do it.
And maybe on a further episode, but I think there's something going on with AEW and WWE with these T-shirts. Okay, follow along real quick.
Okay.
Give me a second.
All right.
So MJF comes out a few weeks ago with the Wolf of Wrestling shirt, right? Which is just the writing on it. The next week he comes out with the one with the wolf on it, right? Okay. Yep. Then we have Jacob Fatu showing up in WWE, and his T-shirt has a wolf on it. Then on SmackDown, we had Tonga Loa coming out with a new shirt that said MFT on it in MJF's font writing.
Okay.
So I think
I'm still on board.
I think Tony, this is just me spitballing, but I think Tony somehow knew that Jacob Fatu was showing up to WWE, and he tried to get ahead of it to throw a shot. So he gave MJF that wolf logo, told him to do it and put it out before Jacob Fatu put his shirt out to throw shots. And now with the shirt, the MFT shirt, they're throwing a shot back to MJF and AEW. Petty.
You're in the scuttlebutt, so you know.
I went down the rabbit hole, the wolf hole.
The wolves have
the
holes.
wolf's den.
The wolves.
I'm down in the wolf's den now. Yeah. It's weird though, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Is it kind of weird, right? Like,
yeah, I noticed with that shirt too.
Yeah.
With Tamatonga's shirt or whatever. And
there's a lot of wolves in wrestling right now. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one that's being disrespected is the lone wolf, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, so whatever. It just, that makes a lot of sense. That makes my brain kind of wonder. What's your favorite AEW shirt? Let us know in the comments. What's your favorite AEW shirt that you have right now? And when's the last time you bought an AEW shirt? Let's get to the meat and potatoes of that. So
yeah.
So the patriarchy, like I said, they confronted the Bang Bang Gang, and we're going to see a potential trios match coming up soon.
And the Bang Bang Gang is definitely over in AEW right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They've made their turn.
A lot of that, I think a lot of that was they were stale for a little while, but Juice Robinson coming back. I think a lot of people like Juice Robinson, and he adds a lot of the gun boys or the ass boys, as it were, are a lot of butt references in AEW, huh?
Yeah.
But, they're kind of over and have a lot of charisma, but Juice Robinson kind of is the straw that stirs that drink, I feel like,
And did you know, because I'm all in the gossip and the drama, did you know?
Let me know.
I just heard this recently. I didn't know. Allegedly, that Juice Robinson is with Tony Storm. They're a thing.
Ooh.
They're a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Juice Storm.
Yeah, for somewhat a while now too, I believe, from what I had read in the dirt sheets and the gossip magazines and comments.
Do you think they Bang Bang Gang in black and white?
Yeah, I wonder if it is in black and white. Good question. I wonder if Luther's there with his third eye while always watching.
There with his brown eye watching.
He's the cook. Guns up.
No, he's not the cook. He's the butler.
He's the cook butler.
Oh, the cook. Oh, yeah, sorry. Cook. I thought you said cook. I was okay.
We're cooking today.
We're cooking.
Yeah.
Red Velvet.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I like me some Red Velvet. Yeah.
And Ring of Honor.
Cake, of course.
Red Velvet's cake.
I do. She knows how to stir it up. She's a good wrestler. Like I enjoy Red Velvet. There's a lot of people on AEW that they've came in with, and we don't see much that I feel like deserves more TV time than a lot of the others that get it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like a lot of the better performers don't
Yeah.
get TV time. Like they don't get featured.
And
It's
the
kind of
people that
interesting.
got them through the COVID era too.
Pretty interesting. Politics.
EVPs.
Next, the Acclaimed came out to the ring with their porn stashes now, and
Yeah.
they neither of them had shirts on, and they both tried to cut a promo. And like, I thought Max Caster was Anthony Bowen at first. Like he looked like him. Like they
Yeah.
looked they looked like twins here. It was kind of interesting on the mic when you heard them talk. You know, obviously you could tell the difference, but when they first came out, I was like, which one's which here? I don't understand. And
I wonder if they pull the old switcheroo in the bedroom. You get it since they look the same, you know?
yeah,
the
I got
switcheroo.
you. Bro. I got you. I'm
yeah.
trying to leave that one alone. I got you, man.
I forget
got
what
you.
they call that.
It's a switcheroo. You're right.
when you're behind, and
Yeah.
then you go outside and go knock on the window.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't think they bat for the same team, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very publicly known. Yes.
oh, okay.
Anthony Bowens. Yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
Okay. I just.
It's
okay. I see what you're saying.
It's
Okay,
Pride
gotcha.
Month. It's Pride Month. You know.
Pride
yeah,
Month.
yeah.
Shout out to everybody celebrating Pride
Yeah,
Month.
definitely. But
We don't just.
I know where he stands. I'm just not sure where Max Caster stands.
I got you. Okay.
And
I just
since
wanted to
they,
make sure.
yeah, and since they look the same, and now, you know, I figured maybe, you know,
Yeah.
hey,
Very true.
yeah,
It's very true.
why not?
They're both very attractive men, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know.
Yeah,
So
the old
the Young Bucks come
switcheroo.
out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who aren't attractive men are the Young Bucks who come out with Okada, and the Acclaimed call them the Young Cucks, which I thought was kind of funny. Everything's coming full circle here.
Oh yeah,
And the Young Bucks, the Elite, as it were, with Okada, a challenge the Acclaimed to a 6-man tag at Forbidden Door. Which what great build up for this, and
yeah. Just when we thought we were gonna get daddy ass again in the ring.
Yeah,
With
we're not
the
gonna get to
cucks.
see Daddy's ass.
Yeah.
He says that he's got friends in high places and he's friends with a president, to which I thought was going to be Tony Khan, the president of AEW.
Right.
Basically saying, like, I'm the president of AEW, nothing you guys say matters, which would make sense.
You're never getting a match again.
Right, exactly.
And I'm taking those titles.
Yeah, we can't fire you, but we can just not ever feature you on TV. Okay.
But I can fire you for having backstage problems in the past, or I can suspend you and
Yeah, well,
relinquish
they
your
didn't have-
titles.
Yeah, well, they didn't. The one who we don't name on here,
Yeah.
didn't have an ironclad contract.
Oh,
So anyway, so that Daddy Ass reveals on the screen. There's a video of Hiroshi Tanahashi, who says that he will be the Acclaimed's partner, who's the president of New Japan.
I'm glad that they told me that, because I had no idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
Did not know. And they said that he will be the Acclaimed's partner at Forbidden Door. And it just seems like they didn't have enough Forbidden Door, like, cross-promotion stuff on here, that they just had to start throwing people in at the end. Like, we're 4 days away from the pay-per-view, and we, like, introduced, like, 4 or 5, like, 3 or 4 people that, like, are just going to come in and be on Forbidden Door now.
Yeah,
you know?
Tony just gets on the phone. Hey, guys, can you send some more guys over? Because, yeah, we got Forbidden Door. I totally forgot we had Forbidden Door coming up. And, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So that's another match going on. So then we had another 6-way match. Tony Storm. Like I said, it just seemed like they just tried to get like 40 people featured on one episode of Dynamite here.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
people are like, well, if you don't like wrestling, it's like, I like wrestling. I don't like fucking who's who done it. They should all start wearing name tags so I know who half these people are.
Random shit. Hi, my name is.
Yeah. Hi, guys. My name is.
Yeah.
We had Tony Storm, Mariah May, and Mina Shirakawa defeating Saraya, Anna Jay, and Harley Cameron.
Hot take. This was
is
my
what it is.
favorite match of the night.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm I'm awestruck right now.
Yeah, I thought it was the best match of the night, which I'm not sure if
Wow.
that's saying too much. Besides,
Wow.
the last like 2 minutes of the main event, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm completely blown away
Well,
that you think that this match is the match of the
I
night.
thought it was decent. I thought there was some good spots. Like so for not seeing much Mina Shirakawa yet in AEW, I was pretty impressed with her and her moveset and how she wrestles and all that. I thought her whole stardom thing when she comes out Mariah May is fucking ridiculous. They do like they're in like a girl singing group or something like that, and they have like the whole choreography and dancing, and
Yeah,
it's kind of lost on me. I mean, I guess that's more of a New Japan type of thing or a Japanese type of cultural thing,
yeah,
right?
stardom.
So, which is cool, but yeah, no, like in the ring, like I think Mariah May is good too. Like I like Saraya. Tony Storm is Tony Storm. Yeah.
Only thing I liked about this match is the end when they all walked away and they went to something different.
Harley Cameron
I was
sucks. I don't think she
Yeah.
was that great. And Anna Jay is, as long as she's with fucking the scapegoat, she can scapegoat out of here too. But
I just don't understand. Like, I just feel like, who are they appealing to with these women's matches? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to get
the
into
creeps
it.
in the audience like me. Yeah.
Yeah. What are they?
Yeah.
What does he call them? The sickos.
The sickos. Yeah.
The only thing I liked about this match is when Tony Storm came out and Mariah May came out with her and then ran back into the entrance tunnel. And then when Mina Shirakawa came out, she came out with Mina Shirakawa as well.
Right.
I thought that was kind of goofy and clever and whatever. But besides that, I ain't got nothing else to say about this.
No, I thought they had a few cool moves in the match and stuff like that. And it was good build up for Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa's match. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping AEW signs Mina Shirakawa because I do enjoy her in the ring. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Yep.
And after that, we had the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho in the ring.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Yeah. With the spruce and balsam, Big Bill and the bounty hunter.
What's his new nickname now?
Or Brian Keith.
Brian Keith. He's got a new nickname.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that. Oh, the Bad Apple.
The Bad Apple. Yeah.
The Bad Apple that fell from the Learning Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't realize either of these guys learned in any way from Chris Jericho. I didn't know they were trained by Chris Jericho and learned from him, but okay, it just is what it is. So
yeah,
he came out and proceeded to try to challenge Hook Samoa Joe and Shibata to a 6-man tag. Ciabatta bread. To a 6-man tag at Forbidden Door. Again, just throwing another one in there. And but Brian Keith is hurt his arm and he can't wrestle. So when Hook and Samoa Joe and Shibata came out, Chris Jericho said that, oh, this is going to be our other member. And then there was another video of another Japanese guy, Minoru Suzuki, who's been on AEW quite a bit. I know who he is.
Right.
I recognize him and stuff, obviously, but just randomly throwing him in there and him speaking in Japanese saying, hey, Chris Jericho, you're mistaken. I'm not going to be your partner. I want to go against you at Forbidden Door.
You idiot. Yeah.
You idiot. Which is kind of a little bit of a bummer to me because I want to see Samoa Joe and Hook kind of team together. Like, I really want to see that. So, just not.
Yeah, Samoa Joe was good on the mic again against Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
when they came out, it was good.
Yeah, he's shown a little like fun personality, and like I like this side of Samoa Joe.
Yeah, and Shibata too. He's doing better with Hook and Samoa Joe as well. Being like that cameraman kind of thing, but he's got more personality now with them than he's had just having random fucking matches.
Yeah.
So it's helping him too.
Yeah, we'll see. They got to get in the ring though. I mean, they got to get in the ring and do something. But like, I like what they're building to as long as they execute it and don't just put them on the back burner and not feature them for 6 months like they do a lot of this stuff. So
right.
We're gonna get we're gonna get Minoru Suzuki versus Chris Jericho at Forbidden Door. Hopefully, have the oxygen tanks and the AARP on standby for that one. But
Yeah.
next, this will probably be my match of the night. We had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I thought it was a good match, good technical match. I like Kyle O'Reilly. Like, I really want to. We had Kyle O'Reilly kind of trying to do a Mark Briscoe promo and back before this.
Yes. Mark Briscoe was
quite.
Yeah, he came out with his promo that he's cut for the last 2 or 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks now. Yeah, that he tried to do. This one was a little better than last week's.
Yeah,
he was definitely more hype, and he was trying to get Kyle O'Reilly into it, and Kyle O'Reilly gave him his best impression.
Yeah.
So I think they're heading towards
Like
a tag team, like you were talking about.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I like Kyle O'Reilly in the ring.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't have direction right now because of whatever reason, and but I like Kyle O'Reilly in the ring, and Zack Sabre Jr. He's a great technical wrestler.
No, for sure.
And so this match was really well done. I think it was hard hitting in some spots. There were some spots that were like they hit, and I was like, "Ooh, like that was a tough look right there." But the more I watch Zack Sabre Jr. in the ring, the more I'm thinking, why the fuck would they put him against Orange Cassidy in a pay-per-view match? Like, I just baffles me. Why wouldn't they have Kyle O'Reilly against Zack Sabre Jr. on the pay-per-view? Like, this match right here on Dynamite, I'll say we're not even to Forbidden Door yet. I can almost guarantee you that I'm gonna like this match that we saw on Dynamite more than I'm gonna like Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I agree. Because what more is Orange Cassidy gonna do?
One trick pony.
Yeah, and we saw Zack Sabre Jr. in the woo. We saw Zack Sabre Jr. in the ring against Bryan Danielson. Like, and now it's going to be Orange Cassidy. Like, come on.
Zack Sabre ended up defeating Kyle O'Reilly. I think nobody had any sort of doubt about that. And then the post-match, Zack Sabre Jr.'s group came out. I don't even know who they were. I have no fucking clue. I think we're supposed to know.
Yeah,
I don't
know. I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and then Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Kingdom came in the ring with some guy that everybody's like, oh, that's whoever. I don't know him. Let us know in the comments. Just a convoluted mess of shit. And then Orange Cassidy stood off with Zack Sabre Jr. His group stood behind him. Then out of nowhere, Tomohiro Ishii came in and walked right through them and backed up Orange Cassidy. And they just stood there.
Not something that's going to keep me watching it. Like, I would have changed the channel. If there was another show on at that time, I would have flipped back to that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to sidebar and kind of cut into that.
Yeah.
With these low Dynamite ratings we've been seeing, and everybody's coming up with every excuse in the book, like, oh, well, there was a Kendrick Lamar concert on, so people were watching that, not Dynamite. So you're basically admitting that there is shit that's more interesting to people than Dynamite.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
You're trying to like back up AEW and be like, well, there was other stuff on, that's why people weren't watching it. But you're burying AEW by saying that because you're saying there's other shit that's more interesting than AEW on.
Right.
So this whole going on about, there was game 3 of the College World Series on, and it's like, okay,
the Olympics are coming too. Watch out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll be tuning into that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can review the Olympics too.
Yeah. Right on that.
Baro Kamanani from Zimbabwe ran the 100-meter.
What a dive. Look at this synchronized swimming.
With 3.6 seconds, he ran the 100-meter. That's a world record. I knew that.
Is skateboarding in the Olympics this year?
Yes, it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to that.
That's dope. So. That's dope.
Yeah. Really cool. Really interesting. Yep. It's about time, too.
Yeah.
Sorry about the sidebar here. So last we had Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay against the Gates of the Anal Agony.
The Gates of Anality.
They were coming out to the ring with 7 minutes left to the top of the hour. The featured like world heavyweight title like storyline, Ospreay and Swerve teaming together. Eastern time, it was 9:53 when the entrances were happening, and I was like, "What the fuck is this, man?"
It's almost time to walk through the forbidden door through the gates of anality.
Step through the forbidden back door with the gates of anal. The anal gate. Step through the anal gate.
Yeah. These fucking guys, man. The fucking gates of agony, anality.
No.
Horrible. Horrible.
Horrible.
Jacked.
Horrible.
Jacked, though. Fucking jacked.
Juiced.
Juiced. Yeah, exactly. Juiced. Those anal juices.
The gates of anal juice.
I wonder every time they come in the gym, people are coming to, oh, here they are again. Gates of anal juice. Yep. About to get those anal juices flowing. Just throwing weights and grunting. Oh, spot you. I'm good. Yeah.
Let me get behind you. And
they're just trying to do their squats while you're trying to do some fucking reps, and the gates of anal are just right by your face.
The gates of anal puts you in the rear naked choke. It's over.
What an opponent. What a main event.
What a main event.
Yeah.
Such a main event. It lasted 7 minutes and nobody cared. Everybody knew who was going to win. Ospreay gets the pin. After the match, he gets the World Heavyweight title again. And
it's so
Swerve
original, too.
Lays him out.
Yeah. Put the two guys that are going to face each other in a tag match together.
Yeah, that happened earlier in the night with Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Like, double booking on the same. I'm not even fucking going to get into it. So, Swerve lays out Ospreay. Ospreay lays there like he got knocked out like John Moxley did. And
yeah. That was the best part of the whole thing was when Swerve fucking gave him the house call and kicked him in the side of the head.
Yeah. But the thing is he did one house call here leading up to the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And laid him out flat like he was fucking knocked the fuck out. But in the pay-per-view, he's going to do like 3 of them and Ospreay's going to kick out at 2.
No, he's not even going to kick out at 2. He's going to fucking jump up and fucking do the Tiger Driver 459-20657.
Do with the Tiger Driver, bruv.
Bruv, you can't take the Tiger Driver.
Do the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Do the chopper.
Yep.
Bruv.
So that was...
yeah.
I didn't tell people to unsubscribe from us. I don't care at this point. You're a fucking moron.
You suck.
680,000 is good.
Yeah.
You suck, you jackass.
You're
Combat Jones.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you one question.
What's that?
Are you ready to step through the forbidden back door?
Let's go. Oh, Lord.
All right, so here's our bold predictions for Forbidden Door, and forgive me if I butcher names, and forgive me even more if I go through these quick, because half these matches I do not care about. So
yeah,
we're gonna go right up the list, and then
I would
go down your backside.
Yeah, down your backside, and I will just say, and I think it's gonna be fucking bullshit, because it is in Long Island, and if you look at like the match card and the matches on it, I'm predicting that the first match is going to be MJF and Honey Nut Cheerio, Hetchisero. Because where else are you going to put them? Are you going to bury them on the match card in between all these other matches? Or are they going to go for the lowest hanging fruit to get the biggest pop right off the bat? Might as well, right? Like,
yeah, I'm not sure. Either that or the elite match might go first because the crowd's going to be hot and they're going to say, "Oh, look what we did for the."
Yeah,
We'll tell, I suppose.
Right.
So, like you had just alluded to, the first match on our list here that we're going to go over is Maxwell Jacob Freeman versus Hetchisero Honey Nut Cheerios.
Hetchisero.
Honey bunches of oats, and MJF's going to win. What the fuck?
He better fucking win. Jesus.
If anybody predicts fucking Gimp Walker here of fucking winning this match. Like, let's
The bondage.
everybody.
The bondage
Like
Gimp.
I said, I hope the bondage Gimp. Well, Gimp is bondage. Like I said, maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised of this guy being good in the ring and giving MJF a good match. But you need to be putting MJF in matches with a good build and a good storyline and things like that, where he can talk and sell the match.
I'll tell you
like
what,
this.
though. I don't think MJF might be over. I don't think he's going to be done after that match for the night. I think we'll see Max again, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I like your I like your foreshadowing here. Maybe we're on the same page with that one.
Okay.
So
Yep.
Next up, we have Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Looking up and down the card, I don't see a lot of like people from other promotions winning very many matches on this card.
Right.
So I'm going to give this to Zack Sabre Jr. I think he's going to win. And on top of that, I think he's 20 times the pro wrestler that Orange Cassidy is. So I'd like to see Zack Sabre Jr. win this one.
I agree. I think he should win. If he doesn't, that would just suck. But
yeah. And Zach, you know, all respect to you and everything, but you either got to change your hairstyle or your fucking outfit, because you look like a Street Fighter character when you come to the ring. Like,
yeah, he definitely looks like a fucking douchebag, but hell of a wrestler.
Yeah,
great guy.
Yeah.
Piece of shit though.
Yeah. Great guy. Piece of shit, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like him, but other people say he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have the ratings killers themselves killing the business, the Elite, the Young Bucks and Okada versus the Acclaimed and Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yeah.
We are going to win this match.
Bitch. Yeah.
There's no way. I think Tanahashi's coming in here to take the pin. I think it's going to be Okada pins Tanahashi for it to kind of keep the Acclaimed and Bucks thing separate for their tag team title match that they'll get in fucking 2 years. And because they alluded to Sockface alluded to Okada and Tanahashi having a storied history, so I think that's going to play into the match. I don't know nothing about it, but
I hope we at least get another bitch.
Oh, I'm sure
that's his best move. Sure. That's better than the Rainmaker.
Thing's better than the Rainmaker.
Yeah, just call him a bitch. Give him the microphone and call him a bitch. Yeah,
the finger bitch of doom.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So the Elite are going to win this match, I think. Anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Wow. We're fucking 3 for 3 on this one.
I know, right?
Wait. Yeah. So next, we have the Owen Hart tournament quarterfinal match. We have Bryan Danielson versus Shingo Takagi.
Yeah, the quarterfinal tournament match at a pay-per-view.
And on top of that, it's an AEW Owen Hart tournament. And does anybody honestly believe that Shingo Takagi is going to win this and dance in this tournament and keep showing up on AEW TV? Hell no. And on top of that, they had a little bit of a heater between Bryan Danielson and Pac the other day, because if Bryan Danielson wins, he faces Pac in the next round.
Yes.
So
and that's cool.
The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, is going to win this match.
Yes. Without a doubt. Yep.
4 for 4. All right, next up, we have the TNT ladder match, TNT Championship ladder match. We have El Phantasmo, who just qualified on Rampage, against Jack Perry, Mark Briscoe, Konosuke Takeshita, Leo Rush, and Dante Martin.
The Moth. Yeah.
And if you're looking at this realistically, who the fuck do you think's going to win this match?
Yeah, long-term booking, baby. Look at this story. Look at this storytelling they did with this. Like, wow. New York Times bestseller right there. That's a script.
I can tell you this much. Realistically, Mark Briscoe would fucking wreck everybody and win this match.
I fucking hope he wins the match. I hope so much he wins. He could use that title, but, you know, he ain't winning.
But when you hope's going to happen and what really happens are two different things.
Yeah.
And at this point, they should have just handed the title to Jack Perry 4 weeks ago when all this is going on. They said that they were just going to hand him the title, which set up this ladder match, because what's the point at this point?
Yeah.
And Jack Perry is going to win this. He's going to be the TNT champion. Nobody fucking cares.
You think there's going to be any type of like interference with Christopher Daniels or something like that playing a part in it? Since he, kind of set up the whole thing, and what a drag. What a drag.
I don't know, because there's nobody else there that I would see legitimately. Like, Lio Rush isn't going to win the title. Maybe Takeshita. I could see winning this.
Yeah, he could have a chance at it. Yeah.
I could see that. You know what? Just to have some parity here and whatever.
Yeah.
I honestly think Jack Perry's going to win, but I'm going to say Konosuke Takeshita is going to win this and win the TNT title.
Okay. And like Mark Briscoe's got the Ring of Honor title still, right? Yeah. I want the Moth to win. Let's go, Mothman. That's Lio Rush. That's
okay.
They call him the Moth, or they used to.
No, I don't, because I don't care about him.
Yeah, exactly. So. I don't know why they call him the Moth, but yeah,
he flies into the light.
Yeah, the Mothman.
So you're going Lio Rush?
Yeah, let's go, Mothman.
All right, cool. Let's go Konosuke Takeshita. Hey, let's predict these as marks instead of realistically.
Okay.
So we should start back from the beginning. No. Next, the AEW Women's Championship match. We have Toni Storm against Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah, Mina. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna go Mina Shirakawa.
Agreed.
And she's signing, and she is becoming all elite.
I'm with you on that one. I'm on board with that one. I think Mariah May is going to leave Toni Storm and side with Mina Shirakawa here, and
good
cost Toni Storm the title.
We need a change up too. Yeah,
which is interesting going into like All In at Wembley. You think they'd want Toni Storm to have the title going in, but
yeah.
I'm gonna say Mina Shirakawa wins this. You know what? We're not losing anything if we're wrong with our predictions, so let's get fucking bold.
And I'm probably gonna be wrong, but it is what it is. Yeah.
No, I think we're gonna be right on that one. Mina Shirakawa is gonna win.
Then I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
Next, we have the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. This barn burner of a build-up. We have Tetsuya Naito versus Jon Moxley.
I'm predicting another concussion and blood. Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah. I'm going Jon Moxley. He's winning. Yeah.
Jon Moxley's not going to lose on an AEW event.
No.
So, okay, next up we have Title for Title, which the TBS title now is more prestigious than the AEW Women's title.
Yeah. And they haven't even been face to face again. In Dynamite, they weren't all they had was another little video vignette. Stupid. What the fuck?
It's stupid. Like Mercedes, and everybody's like, "Oh, Mercedes Moné is the." Tony Khan said Mercedes Moné is the most important signing in AEW's history, or something like that. It's like, for what?
Compared to like,
she's had 3 matches.
Yeah.
Whatever. Title for title here. We have strong women's champion Stephanie Vacour versus Mercedes Moné, who's the TBS champion.
I hope Stephanie Vacour shows her the fuck up. That ain't happening though. Mercedes Moné for the win, because money changes everything.
Yeah, this is fucking.
I'm
ridiculous.
the CEO, even though I'm not a CEO of the company. I'm a CEO of wrestling. What the fuck does that mean?
She doesn't even. Yeah, right. She doesn't even show up for AEW events. So now she's going to represent 2 different companies and not show up for either one of them.
And she just, I believe she just did an interview talking about how when she was in WWE and she was under the name Sasha Banks, that she didn't feel comfortable and it wasn't really her because it wasn't her real name. But do you really see any difference between the 2 characters in either company, or when
it's the same
exactly
thing.
Like you were still doing the same fucking thing, and you had way better matches so far in WWE, so you just want to dismiss all that? Like, come on.
Yeah, and on top of that, dismissing it and saying she was never comfortable, but at the same time during the media scrum saying that she was the revolutionary and she's the one that pushed women's wrestling forward while doing it in WWE under Sasha Banks.
Exactly. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Whatever. So, last but not least, we have the AEW World Championship match. We have Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay.
Brav. Yeah.
Hear what you got, because I think we're along the same line.
I'm hoping.
I think we're along
I think
the same
Swerve's
lines.
gonna win. I hope he wins. Jesus. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with Swerve, and I think MJF is gonna be so pissed off. And since he's at home, and since Ospreay did him dirty and kind of showed him up on Dynamite, I think Max is gonna come out and get some type of interference in the match. I'm sorry, Max in the match.
Yeah.
I hope he costs
Yeah.
Ospreay the title.
Yeah, agreed. That's where I was thinking of. That's what I was going towards. Is that I was thinking that MJF is going to come out. There's going to be some fuckery somewhere, and MJF is going to be that scumbag and come out and cost Ospreay the match,
thus setting up them for All In. And I think AEW thinks they're clever and they're swerving us with Daniel Garcia and MJF at All In.
Oh, so you don't think that's going to happen?
Maybe not. I mean, if MJF is going to cost Ospreay the title, no, I don't think so. I think they're going to still go. I think they're going to go at it at All In then.
Okay.
Yeah. There's so much you can do with it though. And how creative.
And then are they going to do like Swerve against Daniel Garcia for the title?
Well, that's the thing too. Then if Swerve wins, who the fuck is he facing at All In? Like what is so great of a match? Who is so great to go Swerve with, and what story does he have with who? Well, are they going to do a part 2 with Swerve and Ospreay again?
Well, the winner of the Owen Hart tournament faces the champion at All In. So this is
whoops. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they announced because that's
shit.
what they announced as the winner of the Owen Hart tournament's face. Yeah, so at this point, I could see Ospreay and MJF at All In, and then the wild card, right? The Young Bucks said they had a perfect wild card to come in for the Owen Hart tournament. That's Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, yes.
Hangman Adam Page is going to win the Owen Hart tournament, go to Wembley, beat Swerve Strickland for the title, and then the Elite's going to hold all the gold. Well, not all the gold, but everybody in the Elite's going to have
Okay,
gold.
I'm with you. Yeah, that's happening.
Hangman's going to have the world title. Jack Perry's going to have the TNT title. The Young Bucks are going to have the tag titles, and then Okada's going to have whatever title that is that I don't international title.
So you think Hangman is going to show up too for the end in the match? Maybe that could go a certain way too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so, but think about it this way for All In, right?
Yeah.
Because I think that quarterfinal match is going to be like next week on Dynamite or something.
Okay, so we don't know
when
that
the wild card is going to come out.
Yeah.
But think about this: Swerve versus Hangman at Wembley. Like that's already a feud that's established.
Right. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yep. And then we still get MJF and Ospreay, and it's not for a championship.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe the international championship.
Yes, that's true. Yes. Daniel Garcia is just getting fucked.
He's getting the dynamic.
He's getting
dong
the dynamic dong this time,
and his forbidden back door.
Yeah. They built him up just in Buffalo to tear him down and not give him shit. He's just gonna get buried by Ospreay anyways. Come on.
I think we just cracked the code on All In, though. I think we kind of really just broke that down and figured it out.
That's true.
So.
A good job there. I didn't see that coming with Hangman. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get Daniel Garcia against Jack Perry for the TNT title at
Wembley. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good one. Yes.
Let me write this down. Let me write this down because if we're 100% on this, it's pretty exciting.
So Hangman Page versus Swerve.
Hangman Page versus Swerve. Yep. We got Ospreay versus MJF.
Yep.
We got Jack Perry against Daniel Garcia.
Yep.
Who are the Young Bucks going to face?
FTR.
You think they're going to come back?
I don't know.
FTR Bucks 5.
Where are they? Didn't they sign this fucking long deal, or are they going to leave?
Dax got hurt, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, after Anarchy in the Arena, I think they had one more match on Collision, and he got hurt.
Or is it going to be
hurt his back?
Young Bucks and the Acclaimed?
Oh, maybe they're going to do the Acclaimed. Okay,
they're going to put the Acclaimed
over?
because
Blood and Guts is in between. So I think Blood and Guts is going to happen with the Acclaimed, and then
Yep. So maybe the Acclaimed will go over it All In.
So check this out. So Blood and Guts, we got Swerve, we got the Elite, who's going to be Jack Perry, the Young Bucks, Okada, and Hangman.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have Swerve because the Swerve and Hangman thing.
Yep.
We're gonna have the Young Bucks or the
The
Acclaimed,
Acclaimed,
because the Acclaimed and the Young Bucks. We're gonna have, who the fuck's Okada gonna face?
Daniel Garcia.
The Omega.
Ooh, yeah. There you go. Ooh.
And then Jack Perry and Daniel Garcia. So it's gonna be Omega and Okada at All In as well.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Wow.
bro.
Look
What
at
the
that.
fuck?
Look at that.
What are we doing?
cracked
What are
the
we
code.
doing? We
Yep.
should.
He's going to try to silence us now.
I swear, like, if that's what the final card's gonna be, we're gonna clip this and put it on Twitter
Yeah.
and like put a stamp to like this video that came out.
We told you so. Mostly Jesse, but
You
you
think-
figured it out. We got you. Ringside Renaissance, baby. Let's go. Yeah.
You think you're clever, Tony Khan?
Yep.
Yeah, that's our AEW Dynamite review and our predictions for the Forbidden Door. And what are some of your predictions for the Forbidden Door? And let us know in the comments. Make sure to, if you don't like us, it's okay. Just still subscribe.
Yeah. Still subscribe and hit that like button. It helps us out a lot.
The notification
Yeah.
bell. If you want to be a part of what we're doing here, we've been following our socials.
Yeah.
We've been watching the numbers.
Yeah. And they're going up. Guns up.
Exponentially.
Guns up. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't
You're
hit the
good.
cue.
Join the Renaissance. This is a renaissance of wrestling.
Yeah, thanks everybody for riding along with us and all the continued support and interaction on social media. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, thanks for staying out of our DMs with
The dynamic dick.
Yeah, please continue to do that. We really appreciate that. And we appreciate your dedication, but at the same time, we don't want none of that.
No. Yeah, we appreciate the feedback, though. Let's keep it going. Let's do this as we ride in to the Forbidden Door. And we'll be back after that with the Forbidden Door reactions and what happened and if we were right. So let us know in the comments again. And let us know where you think it's going for All In also. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. That's the next pay-per-view after Forbidden Door.
Yeah. Right. This was the RRW weekly review and predictions for AEW and the Forbidden Door. And that's pretty deadly Jesse.
Yeah!
And I'm Andrew Combat Jones. Yeah, you better watch the fuck out. You've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Peace.